Good morning and welcome to Full Circle Ozarks.
Is something after you?
It was.
Hello folks, welcome to Full Circle Ozarks. We're back to the Sawmill shed build. We're getting this kicked off and we're going to try to do it quickly, but I don't know how quick that's going to be yet. We're going to be covering some uncharted ground for us, and I've never built a sawmill shed before. Have you ever built one cotton top?
Couple. No.
A couple?
But I do know that there's probably nothing you can't build.
Yeah.
So
You know,
Yeah.
normally I try to build things in my mind,
he does.
and then I'll mull it around in my head for a while, and then I'll get it figured out the way I want to do it. That's kind of what I've got here. Let me show you what I've done. I want to spin around here. I don't know if you can see it. Well, Blue, you need to move on, buddy. I've got some strings stretched across here. The first thing I done, I tried to spend a little bit of time kind of doing a real rough frame out. Now this is an exaggerated build. You see these L brackets here that I built, and then I stretched the string to get me a good straight line. So I've got that done, and we're going to have 4 posts going up and down this way here. Now I talked about overall the sawmill shed's going to be like 12 feet by 28, 30 feet, somewhere in there. And I'm going to have a 18, 20-foot opening where I can bring the logs in. So what I've got to do now, since I've got a good straight line, I want to get these post locations marked on the ground. So that's what we're going to be doing next. We're going to try to mark these on the ground. So hope you enjoy it. And the method I'm going to be using, it might be archaic to some of you. You're like, why in the world are you doing it that way? Well, this is not a how-to channel. This is the way we do it here. So we're gonna give it a try. Let me show you here. This is the size of the post. They're going to be 6 by 6. Some of you may have saw me mill these earlier. Where I want them at, I'm just going to put this down, and then we're going to spray paint around it. So we're going to mark the first post down here. I'll put it, kind of guess at it. And again, it don't have to be exact, because I want to drill a hole with the post hole digger. Look straight that way. Cotton top, that looks straight. Let me get out of your way.
Just right around here.
Yeah, just paint the outer edges of it. The back side also. Okay.
Okay.
Come and give me a straight line at the back, if you would. Look here. Right down through this way, hon.
Like here?
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now we got a perfect square there. Now what I've got to do next, I know the first post, I want to go from the outer edge. Make sure you're inside the square mark. No.
Oh, inside.
Inside.
Okay.
And let's see, where's my 8-foot mark? 8 foot is right against this right here. Okay. So now I will take this, let me see if I'm sorry, I'm right in your way. Let me get on this side. Okay, right there. You can move that piece of wood, that way you can paint on all 4 sides. Okay, so we got that one.
Can we double check the 8 feet?
We sure can.
Okay.
Yep. So when we get ready to drill, we'll get the post hole digger and we'll go right in the middle of these.
Okay.
Okay, the next measurement I need, let's see, it's going to be from here
The inside. Okay.
to there.
You want to take that and I'll just go from the inside?
I have another one down here. Okay. Yep, that's perfect.
What did I just draw? What did I just air draw?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at you. I was looking at the camera.
Can I watch?
That's a heart.
Ah.
Okay, you can move that stick and paint around it.
There happens to be an ant on that stick. Oops, okay.
Okay. Well, what do you think, Cotton Top?
Well,
Now
perfect.
we need one more post right down here.
Okay.
So, and that one needs to be from this outside edge here down about the rock. It needs to be 4 feet.
Okay.
So tape measure.
Ooh, wasp. Wasp. See it?
Okay.
Ooh.
Actually, what I want to do, I need to get my big tape because from the outside edge on that very first one coming down, I'm hoping that it will be, I'm trying to divide it up so with the number of sheets of sheet metal that I'm going to have, that it's going to be,
Is it in the gator?
yeah, it's in the back of the gator. Anyway, what my goal is from the very first post down to this last post, I'd like to keep it around 28 to 30 feet. 30 feet would be fine. The sheet metal that I'm going to put on the roof, it's going to be it's going to cover 3 foot at a time. So if I keep that in the back of my mind, that's useful.
Now, do you want this on the inside?
The
Outside?
outside of the post. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, let me do some quick measurements here. That should be about 4 feet there. Okay. Okay.
Come down there?
Yeah, come on down here now. Get your spray can there.
Do you need the level?
Yes, please. You have to move that tape there before you spray, though.
Okay.
That looks good there. I'm just barely touching back. Let's see how this is looking here.
You've moved the strength tape.
I'll get on this side of it. Okay, you can move that tape and spray around that then. Let me get the stick out of your way. Okay. That'll work.
That was a fun job.
You know, that's again when I get the post hole digger on the back of the tractor and and drill these in, naturally the hole will be a little bit bigger. So I probably will have like an inch or so either direction as I get the post lined up, and then we'll get them cemented in. But anyway, we're going to start with these 4 posts here. I think I'm going to take a break here and just get the sawmill back out of this location right now. Okay, let's see if we can get this mill out of here without knocking over my rails that I got up. Okay, here we go. Now that wasn't too bad. We'll get the mill pushed back here and just set it down. Now then, that will give me room to work. I'm going to go put the post hole digger on, and I'm keeping an eye on the weather too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually drill the holes. That we have a big thunderstorm coming our way. Should be here in about 30 minutes to an hour. So I got to keep an eye on that. I don't want to drill the holes and not be able to get the post in them. So anyway, hopefully for you it'll be just a couple of moments, but it could be a couple of hours before I get back to you. So make sure you stay tuned. For those that may be new to the channel, what I'm using for the posts for the sawmill shed, I'm starting out with utility poles that I got from the local utility company. And these posts are already treated and preserved and probably will not ever need anything else. But as a safety precaution, I'm going to go ahead and treat them. So I'm going to move these over on my sawhorses so I can treat them the portion that's going to be in the ground. But let me swing around and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here is an example of the utility poles. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 more left there that I'll be making something out of. They'll probably be used on the sawmill shed somewhere. And here is some 2x6s that came out of these. And here are my posts that I'm going to be using for the sawmill shed itself. Now again, these are already treated, and that treatment they have used, it has penetrated those posts really well. So it probably don't need anything else, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to treat probably from the end, you can see my finger there, I want to treat probably about 3 feet. It's going to be in the ground. I'm going to treat that, and hopefully that will add another level of protection and prevent some rotting. So let's get these moved over to the sawhorses and we'll get them treated. Well, I'm glad I got those moved up there. I can go get the treatment that I'm going to put on those and get that and get them treated before they go in the ground. So I'm going to go grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to mark these off about 3 feet. And then what I'll be able to do, I'll grab some tape and kind of tape it, just make it look a little bit neater here in just a moment. But this will at least give me a starting point. What my plan is then to treat these posts from here on down. That will be what was going to be in the ground. On second thought, I may just go another foot. Let's look. I'll put a mark here. I think I'd rather just go ahead and get 4 feet treated here. I've got plenty stuff to treat these with. I like it that I can kind of change my mind here if I need to. There we go. So I'll go get the product that I have to treat these with, and I may try to get these treated. I don't know if it's going to make any difference if these get wet after I treat them, but it shouldn't. We'll see. Okay, we're going to put some tape on these. These on that side of it. Okay, this here is what I'm using: rubberized asphalt coating and adhesive. So we're going to put that on there, and hopefully that will give it another level of protection. I don't know. I've never used it before, but we're going to try it. What do you think? Think it's going to work? It is supposed to kind of provide a rubberized treatment. It's going on pretty good. Try to keep it off my hands. It may not come off my hands very good. And again, as I stated earlier, these are already treated with a chemical that the utility companies use. I don't believe it's creosote. Creosote is what they used to use years ago. So this may be creosote, but it doesn't smell like it. So I don't think I really would have had to treat them at all, and they probably would have lasted for a long, long time. But this is just an extra level of protection. Good old roofing tire normally works pretty good, but it's not as easy to put on. Years ago, we used to use about 50% diesel, 50% used motor oil. That makes a really good treatment also. Again, you want to try to start with some material that doesn't require much treatment. For instance, cedar in our area makes a very good post you can put in the ground, pretty much untreated, and they will last a long, long time. Locust is another tree we have in this area that does really good for post. Whoa, that didn't work so good, did it? Burnt my brush. Well, so much for that brush. I'm gonna lay it aside. Well, I hear the thunder coming in. I'm gonna have to hurry. What do you think, folks? Is it gonna hurt to get this wet? Probably not the most ideal thing, but I think it'll probably be okay. See, I'll do this side here while I got it exposed, and I can get to it easy. Second thought, let me get those other two done. I hate to get everything delayed because of weather. So, but if I can get these treated, I'd rather do this and then be able to get the post holes drilled later. I don't want to get the post holes opened up and get them full of water. I think this is going to turn out pretty good. I like what I'm seeing. Like the coverage. Like I say, this is supposed to dry as almost like a rubber protective area. At least I hope that's what happens. Can y'all hear the thunder in the background? I got a feeling I'm going to get wet here in just a moment. Maybe I'll get at least this side done first. Ideally, I'd like to get both sides done, or all four sides done rather. What y'all think so far? Is it going to work? Is it going to give it that added level of protection? Or am I just wasting money? Should I have called it good enough with the treatment that's already there? Well, folks, I'm going to have to flip these over so I can keep going. But that thunder is getting closer, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off. I don't want it getting wet, and if I get a chance to film more between the rain showers after I get them turned over, I'll do that.